Hello guys, in today's video I will be covering 3 feats in the alert. So the first feat is going to be in the first boss. This is where you can destroy the metal construct without destroying the ads around him. So as you can see, the metal construct died here, and afterwards we go back slightly after the cutscene. There you go, you got the Metal Mayhem feat, which is a 50 pointer. So now what to do is all you need is precision or single target might damage to destroy this metal construct without destroying the living metal that surrounds him. But this feat is very simple. Now the other feat that we went for was in this room with the 3 circles, the 3 sigils on the floor. So of course kill all the ads. After the ads are dead, what happens is we wipe there because we were still testing out to what we needed to do. So once the ads are dead, okay, so now the ads are dead. Now the DPS need to burn him down slightly to actually get the purple ads to spawn out of one of these sigils. It's random, sometimes it's the middle, sometimes it's the left or right. So preferably you need a tank and a healer outside while the other two stand inside the sigils. So as you can see, his health went down, and now the guardian came out of this one. So we need to have him charge this pillar. So once he breaks it, he will kill himself because of the charge against the pillar. So now in this moment, we moved over and we had this guy standing this sigil, and the other guy who stood in the sigil, in the other sigil on the other side, and and wherever this guy came out from, you can't be standing on the actual sigil. Okay. Now you can see the arrows are going this way. So I know he was charging towards me because I was here. So if you see this, quickly stand in front of the sigil, and instead of going there, he will go towards this sigil here. And when it charges, Guardian has shattered. So that's part 1 out of the 3 done. So now you can see the sigil is deactivated, and you can see these 2 guys stayed where they were. So now they need to come out of the sigils, because once you stay in there, your powers are all blanked out. Now we need to burn him down slightly more again. And then we will have another purple ad come out of one of the sigils. There we go. So now a Taurus Guardian has spawned. It's not from this one, it's this one here. So what I need to do as a tank is take aggro and quickly come here. Now this guy was charging this guy here, and he was on the other side. So he quickly came over and stood in front of the actual pillar. Now he died, and that gets shattered. So now the only one we now need here is this one here, which is the last one, which is now this is important. Now with the last one here, you need 2 people on the sigils. If you only have one, and if this guy charges the actual pillar, it will break, but the actual guardian won't die and you won't get defeat. And please note this feat is a 2 parts. So the first part is not defeating the guardians, which is easy. You just go in there and burn every single thing you see. Now this is part 2 of it, where you actually destroy the guardians before defeating Zodiac Magus, and you get defeat. So now this is the last one we need. So what we did was these 2 guys stayed out, but on the edge of the actual sigil, and burnt him down slightly. As you can see, this guy's out slightly, and this guy is out slightly as well, so they can both DPS him. And as soon as they see this message, that's fine. You will get extra ads come out on this last phase. As you can see, the 2 red dots on the map, so from there and there, but just ignore that. Now this is what we need to see. As soon as this guy spawns, these 2 guys need to go on the sigils like they did, and they moved onto the sigil. and oh, go a tiny bit back. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened there. So we went through the first and second one. So this is the last sigil that I was on about. So the DPS damage him down. And once they see the red message about the Guardian being spawned, okay, now what happens is they both stayed on the sigil, made sure, and the healer and tank stayed outside. And now this guy was charging. So as you saw, this hour was that way. If I had stayed there, it would have missed the pillar and charged towards this area. As soon as I saw this, there we go. You broke it. As you can see, it breaks, and we get the 50-point feat, which is called Udder Chaos. That was a name I could not remember. But there's the second feat, which is the boss fight, which is the one room before the boss fight. There we go, 50-point feat. So now you can get 250-pointers very easily. And now the other feat was the mirror feat, which is also very simple. So what happens is after you take Drown's health down a tiny bit, what happens is the boss will go in the middle of the raid, no, middle of the room, and yeah, as you can see, the boss is actually in the middle. So now your job is to turn this mirrors. Usually it's 3 times or it's 2 times each. But now before we can get the mirrors, that guy has to go in this corner and hit this switch so we can get these mirrors. And we have to do this 2 times to get the feat. So now we are all going to hit these mirrors 3 times. So that's 1, that's 2, and 3. Now they're all turned. Now he has to turn that 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And this was the second time we did it. And we got the mirror feat, which is a 25-point feat. And there is another feat on this last boss as well. And that feat is in regards to when you get drowned. When you get drowned, which is this part here, and you will have like mud swamps on the floor. If you can avoid the actual mud in the water, there's a feat for that as well. Usually the best place to stand is by this coffin. So just stand there and just DPS everything you see, because the mud over on this side does not spawn as much. It rarely spawns. The mud usually spawns on the outside or sometimes in the middle or around these mirrors, which she does destroy by a laser after the second time, as you can see. And this is where she starts drowning people. So hopefully this video was useful for you guys, for the people who were struggling with some of the feats, especially the other chaos feat. So thank you for watching. Fearless.